YouTube family, what is up? So in this video, I'm going to share with you why most people fail at wholesaling real estate. And hopefully that you're not one of them, all right? But let me help you fix it, all right? So you can actually become successful and you can actually be in the 1 to 3% that actually make it and actually going out there and closing some wholesale deals, getting some checks, adding some zero to your bank account by the end of the year. Sorry, my face is a little bit red. Dude, it's, yeah, I apologize, but it looks like got a little burnt. But anyways, I think the number one is when it comes to generating leads is that a lot of you don't have leads in your pipeline that you can call, that you can send text message, or you can do direct mail, right? You don't have enough leads in your pipeline. And that's what you need, my friend, is you need leads coming into your funnel. You know, it's like clients. It's like when you open up a store, dude, you need customers. You need people walking in, walking out to your store. All right. If 100 customer walks in, man, you know that you're going to sell to, like, let's just say you're able to sell to 5 to 10 people, right? But if imagine you have no one walking into your store. Okay. And that's the problem with a lot of you is when I ask you, hey, do you have a list that you are calling right now? And most of you don't. Okay. Kevin said, can you talk about your software leads? Kev, I will. And Kev, there are still spot available, dude. And they are, so the team is already set up. Once you sign up for the software, Kev, you go into your dashboard, you skip trace. It is completely going to be paid by your boy King Khang, all right? And I will talk about that. Talk about generating leads, right? When I ask you, do you have any leads that you can call right now? Majority of you don't have it, and that's your problem. And I think majority of you focus too much on market deals instead of off market deals. So you guys, once again, sorry, I look red. I look like a tomato right now, and I apologize. But a lot of you focus too much on market deals, you know, for sale by owner on Craigslist, for sale by owner on Zillow, for sale by owner on you know, Redfin or MLS, where you're basically going against with a bunch of other investors who see that exact same leads. I'm not saying that there's no deals on there. I'm just saying your chances of getting a deal on the open market, you're shooting for luck. And I think that's a lot of you, that's what you're doing, is that you don't have a game plan and you don't stick to this long enough and you're just trying to get lucky. Dude, in business, dude, it's a game of skills, not luck. If you want to get lucky, go to Vegas, all right? But if you want to build a business, if you want to be successful as an entrepreneur, you need to have a game plan and you need to execute on that game plan. And most of you don't have a game plan when it comes to wholesaling, all right? You don't have leads coming in. That's number one, all right? And then number two is we're talking about follow-up. A lot of you don't have a follow-up systems. You talk to that person once and they say no, and then you move on to the next one. No, you put it into your pipeline, your CRM, all right, where you keep track of your leads. Okay, I talked to this person on this day. They say no. Well, follow up with them in the next 30 days. Dude, follow up. Most of your deal is going to come from follow up. If you talk to any successful real estate investor, 60 to 70% of your deals will come from follow up. They might say no now, but 30, 60, 90 days or whatever days, month later, they might change their mind. And most people forget and they don't follow up. And trust me, I've lost a lot of deals for not having a good follow-up system. But now we're dialed in. Like, we will follow up with them until they either sell to us or they sell to somebody else. Period. The end. Like, it will never get out of your pipeline. Follow-up is key. Number three is negotiating. Okay? A lot of you, if you're watching my video, you can listen to all the cold call role play. You know that some of these people that gets on the call, right, they will never close a deal. The only reason they will close a deal because they got lucky. And listen to me, once again, if you want to get lucky, you go to Vegas. If you want to build skills, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, if you want to have, closing one deal a month consistently, then you need to learn how to talk, communicate, and negotiate like a badass. That's what separates between the winner and the loser. That's what separates between, conversion, right? How many like when you're so good, your conversion rate will be a lot higher, which means you don't have to talk to thousands of sellers to get one deal, right? Number 4 is building a real cash buyers list. A lot of you, you're not out there building up your cash buyers list, man. All right? Networking with realtors, network with other wholesalers. All right? There's software that I'm going to show you how to build your cash buyer list in any city, any state. You can literally go in any city, any state, one click of a button, and you get hundreds or even thousands of cash buyer that's ready to buy your property. Okay? Network with realtors. You always constantly got to build your cash buyer list, my friend. Grow that thing, right? And all you need to be successful, you don't need a bunch. I honestly think if you just focus on one market, and if you have about 10 to 20 solid cash buyer that are just actively buying, that's all you need, my friend. You don't need thousands, okay? There's not going to be thousands. There's only going to be a handful of real cash buyer that's just ready to buy your deal anytime, any day, okay? And those are the cash buyer that you want in your pocket. And those coming from building them, man, relationships, connections, okay? So let's talk about number 1, about generating leads. A lot of you don't have, for us, most of my deals come from off-market. I don't focus on market deals, all right? I focus off-market deals. And here's exactly where I go and get my off-market deals. For those of you who be like, well, Khang, where do I start getting these leads that I can call and text? Let me show you right now. Brian, I will answer your question. There's no option to skip trace on King Data. It's only said direct mail. There is, Brian. I think that you just don't know. You probably don't know where it is, but I'll show you, man. So here's where I go. Okay. So if you guys want to get leads, this is it right here. Okay. Just go to kingdata.ai. This is the software that I use currently right now, and we've been using this for, back in like 2024 already to generate majority of our leads is off-market deals. And that's what you want to focus on. When it's off-market, you're the only one that's dealing with the seller. They're easy to talk to. They're easier to deal with, right? You control the deal more. You don't have to worry about, there's a realtor in between. You have to come up with proof of funds. You have to put down a large EMD, right? Some of my students did. They put $10 as an earnest money deposit because the seller never even asked. And that's what you want. Off-market deals is the key. When you call your cash buyer, the first thing, if you call me, the first thing I will say, is it off-market or on-market? If it's off-market, I really want to hear it. If it's on-market, just email it to me, right? They love off-market deals. Okay. So all you need to do is when you sign in, go to kingdata.ai, right? Basic plan is probably the one you want to go with. Right here. Click on property leads. Okay, let's pick a city. Let's go with, drop me a city. Drop me a city. You see up here, let me see here. Hold on a second. Brian, you see up here, dude? You see my leads, dude? Okay, you can also go there, bro. Okay, so drop me a city. Columbus, Ohio. Okay, Paul, let's go with Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio. Oh, shoot. I typed in the wrong one. Hold on. Control X. Okay. Cut. Paste. All right. Columbus, Ohio. Boom. You go here. All you need to do is let's just get absentee owner. People who don't live in the property. Okay. Either vacant. It's either rented, but they don't live in the property. We got 66,000 people, which is too much. So here's what you're going to do. You see, you need to constantly have leads to call every single day, my friend. So imagine if you open up a store and nobody walks in. That's your problem. Get rid of others. Get rid of apartment. Get rid of townhouse. Get rid of condos. And now we're down to, let's just see how big the list is. 43,000. Still a little too big, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put in the AI score of 500, which means from the scale of 0 to 1,000, 1,000 means these people are ready to give it to you. But the higher the number goes, the more motivation there are in these homeowner. So we still got about 37,000 people. That's a massive list. Let's go ahead and take it up to 600. Once again, the higher it gets to 1,000, the more desperation and motivation that the software detected in these homeowners. Now this is a good size list. We got about 6,183 people that you can literally pick up the phone and start calling today. You'll be like, well, Khang, how do I get their numbers? Right here. Hit on lead trace. Okay. Once again, it costs you 10 cents per skip. But for those of you, and all you need to do is accept the term and condition. Okay, it would have cost you about $600. Okay, to skip trace a list of 6,183 people that you can call right now, that you can start making offer on. But it would have cost you about almost $600 to skip trace. But this is what I'm doing for some of you. And I honestly can't believe that we still have spot available. But I am willing to pay for your skip tracing. So if you take advantage of it today and you want to sign up for the software, the skip tracing alone pay for itself. Okay? So all you need to do is go to kingdata.ai. Okay, if you want to sign up, let me show you how. Just go with the basic plan for now. Okay, just go with the basic plan. And then as you get better, hold on a second. Let me go here. Let me show, because I know some of you are not tech savvy, kind of like me. So I want to show you. So go here, go to kingdata.ai. Okay, this is it right here. Just go to kingdata.ai, and all you need to do is go all the way down to the bottom right here, my friend. And if you have any questions, Brian or whoever it is, right here, contact their support, man. They'll get on the phone with you. They'll go through it. Like, they are very, very active. All right. And they get back to you and they make sure, all right, that you get what you need. And then just choose the basic plan. You can pay annually or monthly. Just click on monthly if you want, which is $149 a month. Okay. You get up to 25,000 leads. If you were to skip trace 25,000 leads just in a month, it would have cost you about $2,500. But like I said, I am willing to pay for X amount of people who want to take advantage of the opportunity. And I'm so surprised that they are still spot available. You guys might think that I have a big following, but there are people who just not ready to take the leap of faith or the risk. You know, my whole thing is, dude, scare money ain't gonna make money. If you're afraid of spending $149, then you're missing out on a potential making $25. That's all it is. You know, but obviously the choice is up to you. Okay, I just know that this is probably the best offer that I have ever made, ever. Is paying for your skip tracing, so you don't ever have to worry about paying another dime for a skip tracing. Then all you need to do is skip trace those people and then start making offer. Calling them, start making offer. The exact same software, you can also run comps. You can also run find your buyers. Now let's talk about finding buyers, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and exit this out, and let's go ahead and say, hey, Khang, now I got a deal. Guess what? We're gonna go back into the software. Watch this. It is so simple. Property leads. Okay, drop in your city and your states, and with one click of a button, I'll pull up like 1,000 cash buyer right now that you can call, that you can, you know, pitch your deal to them. Drop in your city, your states. And let's rock and roll. Okay. So let me ask all of you right now. Okay. All of you that's watching right now. And I want to prove my point. My question to you is, who have a list that they can get on the phone and call right now? Who? And this is how you know that someone is doing or someone is just talking about it. Talking about your goals, talking about your dreams ain't going to make it come true, my friend. You got to take massive action, even when you don't know what to do. I just show you what to do. You'll be like, well, Khang, I don't know what to say when I get on the phone with the seller. The more you do, the better you get. Practice is in the real life. Okay? Watch this. Let's just say you'll be like, hey, Khang, I don't know what to say. I need a script. Right here. All you need to do is go to WTMFam.com. You can grab my badass seller script right on the site. Khang, what do I do? Most of my skip trace phone number are on the do not call list register. Most of my, okay, so Mindscape, I don't know where you skip trace, but if you were to skip trace from King Data, what they do is they actually remove all the duplicate. They remove all the do not call off your list. So I don't know where you skip trace, okay? But typically, honestly, like, once again, I'm not giving you any legal advice. But dude, I'll just pick up the phone and call. Worst case, they'll be like, hey, I'm on the do not call list. Then don't call them again. Just say I'm sorry. Like, nobody's going to report you the first time you call them. It's you constantly call them over and over and over again. So if it was me, dude, I wouldn't think too much and I would just pick up the phone and call. But that's the cool thing about, kingdata.ai is when you skip trace, they actually will they will make sure that all the do not call lists on the do not call list will not get in there. Okay? But do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, majority of you don't even have a, like, if I asked you right now what list to call, you wouldn't even know where. Okay? You wouldn't even know what to do. Okay? Do you recommend this for a realtor looking to switch to wholesaling? Absolutely. Man, we have so many students that's actually an agent and they want to wholesale on the side. You see, when you're a realtor and when you include wholesaling, you get to give the seller the choices. You'll be like, hey, Bob, let's just say the seller's Bob. You'll be like, hey, Bob, we can list this property for X amount, but it's going to take X amount of time and you might have to do some repair, yada, yada, yada. But, you potentially can get more for your property, but you have to, to pay for the realtor commission, the closing costs. It might take, 3 to 6 months to sell. But I can also offer you a cash offer. You wanted to get this done very quick because I'm also an investor myself. So that's how you position when you have a license. If you're a licensed agent, that's how you want. First, you got to disclose that you're a licensed agent, okay? And that's all it takes to wholesale. And it needs to state that in the contract as well. So when you come to the table with the seller or on the phone, you'd be like, hey, Bob, we can actually list it for this much. Let's just say we can list it for $250,000, but you would have to spend $10,000 in repairs, and you got to pay closing costs and commissions. That's going to be another 6 to 10%. And it's going to take us about, let's just say 3 months or so to sell it. But if you need cash right now and you want to get this thing closed and you want it to be a hassle-free sale, boom, I can offer you cash. But it won't be $250. We'll be able to come in like around $155. But you don't have to do any repairs. We can get this thing closed in 30 days or sooner. Boom. So as an agent, you get to offer with them too. If they don't want the cash offer, boom, take it down as a listing. If they don't want you to list the property, because if you're an agent and you're active, you know that what I'm saying is true. There are some sellers that don't want to list their property because maybe they're a hoarder, right? And trust me, some of these property, when I see them, I'll be like, dude, I don't even know how people live here, right? And they don't want their friends, their family to see the conditions, the house that they live in. So they're embarrassed. So they don't want to list the property. And maybe they're in a situation where they need the cash fast. And you'd be like, boom, here's the offer. It's better than, so now when you put the property on the contract for $155, you can find a buyer and sell for $25,000 more because a commission on $155,000. Because most realtor, this is what they do. Let's just say the seller don't want to list it and they want, a cash investor, but most agents don't know how to wholesale. So this is what they will do. And this is why I make a profit from realtor that don't know how to wholesale. So what they do is they be like, hey, my seller wants $155. You want to make an offer on that? Boom. Let's just say that you found your cash buyer. They'll be like, yeah, dude, I'll pay $155. Well, let's just say a 3% on $155. You would only make $155 times 3%. You will only make $4,065. Let's just say $5,000. You would only make $5,000. But with the same amount of work, you already got the leads. Why not lock it up on the contract and then sell to your cash buyer for $175 and make a $25,000 profit, my friend? Why take 5 when you can make $25K? You know that I have deals from realtors that brings to me They get a 3%, they get 10K, and guess how much I make off of that one? 50 G's. I didn't even buy it. They brought it to me, I lock it up, and then I sold it over to another investor and made $50,000 profit, and the agent get a 10%, you know, I mean, that 2.5% or 3% commission, which is roughly about 10,000. Because they don't know how to wholesale. Because if you know how to do it, why would you just want to make 3%? Why not make 20 to 30% on that same exact deal? You already spent the money marketing to find the leads, got to sell it. Why not make more? You know, it's going to be a win-win for everybody. That buyer know what he or she's buying, right? And they know that they're going to make a profit. Seller's happy with unloading it and get rid of it fast, and you make a bigger chunk. Okay? So I think that as an agent, absolutely you should learn how to wholesale. It would be not smart if you don't know how to wholesale. Okay? What other questions? So follow-up, let's talk about follow-up. It's important so typically how we follow up, it depends on the leads. If it's cold, if the seller if it's a cold lead, I'll do a 30, 60, 90 days. If it's a warm lead, I would do 15, 30, 60, 90, and then we continue. Like, dude, you will continue to follow up until they sell to you, to somebody else, or they pass away. And then if they pass away, dude, you will now get on the inherit property, all right? And look at this, okay? Let me show you inherit property right now. Let me get rid of this. Inherit property. Let's just say you want to target inherit property. Okay, share my screen. Okay, city and states. Comment city and states, and I'll show you how to pull up inherit property right now. And inherit property is a great list to target. You know, their family member passed away, and now they'll be like, hey, I'm going to be receiving this property. Why is King Data so expensive? School me. Come on, man. School me. Come on, man. Shit, bro. When someone said it's so expensive, it's because they only think about what they're paying instead of what they're getting. Make sense? If you think $149 a month is expensive, then what about not getting a deal and make $25,000 a month? Which one is more expensive? And do you want something that's cheap but not accurate? That doesn't work? So the software is just no good, and you pay, let's just say $50, and it's not as accurate, it doesn't give you what you need, and school me. Dude, and I also willing to pay for your skip tracing. So even if you got a software that doesn't, that you have to pay for skip tracing, even if you skip trace 2,000 lead a month, that would have cost you $200. But included in the software for a limited amount of people, that $200 would have been paid by me. So you're skip tracing completely for free. So even if you use the software just for skip tracing. Okay, we got it. Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, Cleveland, Ohio is a good market. Cleveland, but I think the average wholesale fee in Cleveland, Ohio, because it's a cheaper market, it's more 10 to 15,000. So right here, we're going to go inherit property, okay? Hold on a second. Okay, potential inherit property right here. Cleveland, Ohio. There's currently 7,000. Currently 7,000 people in Cleveland, Ohio. And also too is, let me see, Brian. School say me, how many skip trace per month will I get? So school, if you choose the basic plan, dude, it's going to be up to 25,000 leads that you can pull and skip trace a month, which will be paid by me. That would have cost you $2,500, but you don't have to pay for it anymore. But hopefully you make the cut, man. If you choose the pro plan, dude, it's up to 60,000. And if you were to skip trace 60,000 people, it would have cost you 6 G's. But now it's being paid for. I mean, once again, it's like the best offer that I could offer for any one of you that is serious about this business, though. Okay? And school me, it's a month to month. So let's just say you try it out. You'd be like, you don't like it? Just cancel it, man. But as long as you have the software, I'll pay for your skip tracing. Period. The end. Cleveland, Ohio, right here. So Brian, I don't know if you also do this. Check this out. With this exact software, you see this, Brian? 1, 2, 3. Currently, right now, Brian, there's 3 property, a wholesaler just put under contract. This one right here for $42,000. Okay, this one right here for $42,000. This one right here for $175,000. Okay, and then another one. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, and then Brian, sorry, Lon just called. And here's another one they just got under contract for $84,000. Okay, so Brian, technically you can go in here, Brian. You can just click on contact seller, which is a wholesaler, right? Reach out to that wholesaler, Brian, and guess what you can do, my friend? JV deals. Look, you got 3 property that you didn't even have to work for, and they got under contract. And you reach out to them, you'd be like, hey, can I send this out to my cash buyer? And then when it comes to JV, it's a 50-50 split. If they were going to make $10,000 on that deal, Brian, you get $5K. $5K just for paying for the software that give you access to something that you can now JV with other people. And it gets better. Once again, inherit property, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to also click here, Brian, okay? I hope you have, Brian, do you have the software? Click inherit property. Click on filter, okay? We want to get rid of others. We want to get rid of apartment. We're going to get rid of townhouse. We want to get rid of condo. Once again, we only want single family and multifamily. And here's the list, Brian. You see that? We're down to 7,000 people. It's a good list. Hit skip trace, go through that exact same thing. It would have cost you about what, $700? But I hope you make the cut, Brian. You sign up. It would have cost you about $700 just to skip trace 7,000. But you know, if you make it in, I'll pay for your skip tracing so you don't ever have to worry about another penny coming out of your pocket just because of skip trace. School me. Unfortunately, the company, they don't offer free trial. All right? You either see what, you get what you see. Okay? You like it, you get what you see here, man. So there's no free trial. If you can't take a risk, and I'm sorry. It's not even a risk, man. Like I'm literally showing you right now. This is exactly what it looks like, exactly what you do. Get the list, and here's what you do. Okay? Sebastian said, a signed contract today on a JV deal closed on the 18th. My commission is $10K. Found the buyer with the software skip trace, sponsored by, what is it? I'm sorry. Sponsored by the GOAT. By the way, Sebastian, let's rock and roll, baby. All right. I did not pay Sebastian to say this. And I remember when I think we first launched, I first talked about the software. Sebastian was on it, and I think he was also debating of getting on the software or not. And man, congrats. $10,000 on a JV deal, guys. That Sebastian paid $149 for. I mean, I honestly don't know what else to say, but I want to say congrats. Congrats, Sebastian. All the hard work pays off, man. A check for 10 G's. $149 investment. Boom. Let's rock and roll, baby. I like that. I like that. Okay, what else are we going to talk about? Okay. We got about 25 minutes here, so let me see here. What else was I was talking about here? You know, negotiating, building real cash buyer lists. Okay, building cash buyer. Check this out. Pay for a full year. Sebastian said he paid for the whole entire year. Already about to 10x my investment. Get the software, guys. Sebastian, thank you so much. And honestly, before that, I can see that it was expensive. You know, when you have to pay for your skip tracing and all that, yes, it gets really expensive. But now that I offer to pay for your skip tracing, and I can't not believe that there are still spots available. Unbelievable. And here's how you know you make it on the list is when you go and check out. So here's what it is. You go and you check out, and if there's not a red banners that pops up that said, hey, seats are even taken or sold out, if you don't see anything that pops up that say anything like that, then that means that there are spots still available. So lock in and let's rock and roll, baby. Okay. So cash buyer, same thing. We're going to go back to the software. Dude, this is truly a one-stop shop. Okay. We're going to go Columbus, Ohio. Let's do it again. Okay. Columbus, H-O, Ohio. Bam. Now we're going to remove inherited property. Okay. Boom. Cash buyer. Let's see how many there are. Oh my gosh, guys. Shit. There's 65,000 cash buy in Columbus, Ohio. But obviously it's too big of a list. So typically when you want to go for cash buyer, what I do is that I just type in the address of that property. And they will literally pull up everyone that's buying in that area within half a mile radius, within that whole entire city or zip code. That whole entire zip code. All right. And you can call them up. Like these are legit cash buyer, cash transaction that's already been done. Right. So you know it's not like one of those tire kickers. Minecraft said, if you already have it, are you on the list? Yes. So Mindscope, if you purchased the software like way at the beginning, when you still have to pay for the skip tracing, yes, you are grandfathered in. I mean, it only makes sense, right? You get grandfathered in. So yes, if you go back into your dashboard and you go and skip trace, it's free. Okay? It's free. So there we go. Okay. Rich said, hey, Khang, do you have an online community by any chance, such as Discord, where people can JV? Rich, unfortunately, I don't. The only Discord community I have, dude, is a pay one, which is you got to be a part of my coaching program, which is, we call it the Wholesale to Million Academy. It's the WTMA Academy. And if you want to be a part of it, it is expensive. But, dude, I got students, once again, I think expensive or not is based on, I think it's different for everybody, right? If you know that this is the business you want to get in and you know that you need the guidance, the mentorships, all right, you want to be a part of like-minded, like just going to cost. And if you invest X amount and you're able to come out and make double, triple, quadruple the amount, then what is expensive? What's expensive is every month that goes by and you still trying to figure it out and you don't have to close a deal a month, that would have cost you $25,000 a month. Does that make sense? Most people are afraid to put up X amount one time, but they don't realize that every month that goes by that they don't learn the skill, that they don't learn the game, they're missing out on opportunity to make $20,000, $25,000. So 6 months go by times 25. How much is that? Six times 25. It costs you $150,000. Rich said, okay, thank you. You're welcome, Rich. And for those of you who like, hey, Khang, I would be open and I want to know more about your academy, then just go to coachwithkhang.com, fill out the application, book a call with my team, and they'll tell you all about it and the costs and see if it makes sense for you, right? You don't have to do it, but at least get on the phone, right? Check it out to see if it makes sense for you, to see if it's what you need. Okay. What other questions? Going once, going twice, bam. All right, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here. Once again, everything that I name, all right, and if you can do all of that, there's no reason why you cannot become a successful real estate investor. There's no reason why you can't wholesale one deal a month. Okay? And once again, the opportunity only lasts for so long. And if we have someone who cancel, right, who cancel when they sign up for the software, they cancel, that spot open up again for other people. So for those of you who wants to take advantage of it, who wants to get your skip tracing unlimited amount being paid for, so you never have to worry about it again, Go to kingdata.ai right there. And as long as you have the software, I'll pay for it. So only skip trace what you need, not what you want. Judy said, I just joined. Okay. The site is not working. It should. Can someone type in the site? I just want to make sure, because sometimes maybe they get too many people on and it could be down. But as far as I know, the site should work. It's not .com. It's kingdata.ai. Can someone else type it in and see if the software it's good? Just so what is it? Jude. But it should be working, Jude. Okay. It's working. Sebastian said it's working for me. There you go. All right. I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. Sebastian, once again, congrats. Look forward to seeing you closing more deals, JV deals. Dude, could you imagine 10,000 a month just JV 1 deals and all you do is pay for the software? That's $120,000 a year. And once again, guys, this can be a part-time side hustle gig. It doesn't have to be a full-time. It doesn't have to be something where you work 8 to 10 hours a day. If you just want to do it part-time, make a little extra income. The best side hustle for 2025. Thank you so much. I wish you guys all the best of luck. I look forward to seeing you closing your first deal or JV deal like Sebastian. Until next time, Sebastian, maybe you should reach out to me on, could you email me? And then I'd love to get you on a YouTube interview. Can you email WT? Oh man, what is it? Oh my gosh. WTMfam@gmail.com. Could you email over? I'd love to get you on, man. Oh shit. Okay, JV. Okay. Can you shoot an email to that, Sebastian? WTMfam@gmail.com. I'd love to get you on an interview. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next live. Thank you. Bye.